Yes, let us understand the concept of modulus. How do we solve the equations involving modulus function? Let us see what is modulus. It is defined as a definition of modulus. Definition of modulus. Let's see. It is defined as y is equal to fx is equal to modulus of x. It is defined in two ways: if x is less than 0 or x is greater than or equal to 0. If x is less than 0, it is defined as minus x, and if x is greater than or equal to 0, it is defined as simply x. Let us understand the concept with the help of an example. Let us construct an analogy. Suppose there is a flour mill. There is a flour mill. Like this. We have seen this thing in our day-to-day life. So there is a bag attached at the bottom. This is a bag, and there is a grinder over here, and this is the funnel where grains are poured. So the grains are ground over here, and the flour gets accumulated in this bag. So it is the same case. Suppose the two vertical lines of modulus. This is the funnel. Let me make a funnel over here, and instead of grains we input a number over here, and you can say that there is a device over here. This upper part represents the sensor, and the lower part represents the processor. And suppose there is a bag over here. Now what is the function of this machine called modulus? It has to convert the sign of a number. If the number is positive, it emits the number as it is outside. If the number is negative, it makes the number positive and then emits it outside. For example, you have inserted 1 over here. So as soon as this 1 comes between these lines, the sensor gets activated. It senses the sign of the number. It asks the number, what is the sign of this number? The number says positive. Then the exit gate opens, and then 1 as it is comes out. Suppose there is another number, minus 2. It enters between these two vertical lines. The sensor gets activated. The sensor asks the sign of the number. The answer comes out to be negative. Then the processor gets activated, and it will convert the sign of this number. It will multiply this number with the minus sign, minus of minus 2, and make it positive. And as soon as the number becomes positive, the exit gate will open and the number will be emitted in the positive form. So basically the output of the modulus is always a positive number. The input may be negative or positive, but the output has to be always positive number. So that is the basic. So it's about the same thing we are doing over here. You suppose there is a machine and you have inputted a number x over here. So there is a device over here which has to confirm the sign of the number. This is a sensor, and this is a processor. So when you have inputted x over here, the sensor asks, is the number positive or negative? Like this, negative or positive? The answer comes out to be the number is negative. Then the processor gets activates. It converts the negative number into positive by multiply with the minus sign. So this minus x, if the x is negative, is in itself a complete positive number. Suppose you have inputted x another time, the sensor senses the sign. The answer comes out to be the number is positive. So the processor doesn't get activated, and the number comes out as it is, as x, if the number is positive. So it is the same thing. You have inputted x inside the modulus. The question is the number negative? The answer comes out to be yes, number is negative. So in order to make it positive, you will have to multiply with the minus sign. So minus x. So minus x in this interval is a positive number in itself. Similarly, x is greater than or equal to 0. You have inputted x in the machine. The sensor signs the sign. The answer comes out to be x is 0 or greater than 0. So x comes out as it is without multiplying with the minus sign, because it is a positive number in itself. So this is the concept of modulus. Let us see with the help of an example. Example. Suppose modulus of x is equal to 1, then you have to find the value of x. So, with the help of that analogy which we constructed, it is saying that in this machine a number x is inputted and in the output 1 is coming out. So, it is asking that what the number can be, so that the output is 1. Obviously, if you input 1 in this machine, the answer will be 1. But if you input -1 in this machine, then also the answer will be 1. So, the possibilities for x will be -1 and +1 both. So, this is the answer for this equation, -1 and +1. An example, let's see. Suppose mod x is equal to -1/2. Then what is x? Now, there is a machine in which you have inputted x, and in the bag the output is -1/2, and we have to find the value of x. So, we have just defined in the concept of modulus that this machine is programmed in such a way that it always has to eject positive numbers, but this machine is ejecting, this modulus machine is ejecting negative number. It is not possible in case of modulus. So, clearly the answer is no solution. Let's see an example. Suppose mod of x plus 1 is equal to 2, and we have to find the value of x. Now let's see. Let us say x plus 1 is capital X. Let us assume, and the question becomes mod of capital X is equal to 2, and we have to find the value of, suppose, capital X. Let's see. Clearly, if x is less than 0, in this case mod of x will become -x, as we have defined in the definition of modulus. So the question will become -x is equal to 2. So that means x is equal to -2. Now, because this equation is the outcome of this assumption, so the answer of this equation should satisfy this assumption. Now we are seeing capital X is equal to -2 and capital X is less than 0. So is -2 less than 0? Yes. That means this will be the answer. But we have to find the value of x plus small x. So x plus 1 is equal to -2. So that means x is equal to -3 is one of the answer. If you put -3 over here, you will get -3 plus 1, that is -2, and mod of -2 is 2. So that is satisfying. Now this was the first case. Now let's take the second case also. X is greater than or equal to 0. This implies mod of x will become simply x. So that means the question will become x is equal to 2. That means which is greater than 0. So that means x plus 1 is equal to 2. So that means x is equal to 1. If you put 1 over here, it will become mod of 1 plus 1. That is mod of 2. That is 2. That means this is also the answer to this equation. So there are two answers. X is equal to -3 and x is equal to 1. So that is the solution of this equation. So I hope the concept of modulus is clear to you. In the next lecture, we will see further advanced examples based on the concept of modulus. Thank you.